Hi, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Lotus, but you can call me Lo, and I guess this is my life, and I kind of sort of love it. So, this is going to be something that happens a lot. Get used to it. In the last video, I mentioned that I wanted to do 100 days of making comics because I wanted to document my process for making Beyond the Valley, my webtoon webcomic. Now, this is that video. So I should probably explain what 100 days of making comics is. Like it says in the title, I spend 100 days, and each day I spend at least 30 minutes working on Beyond the Valley. Now, I know that I can do more than just 30 minutes, but the challenge itself is just 30 minutes. So that way, if you have one of those days where it's like you're doing this, and this, and you can only afford 30 minutes, you can hit your challenge. But I'm not really worried about that. I'm like a hikikomori. I don't do much, so I ain't going nowhere. I should be able to do more than 30 minutes every day, so hopefully I can. Because also I want to see like kind of my production rate. I'm kind of new at arting, and I'm still like teaching myself a lot of stuff, so a lot of times when I'm drawing I have to stop and like look up how to do what I'm trying to draw, and that happens a lot with backgrounds. Like I've avoided do I English? Can I English today? That's the problem. I'm trying to learn Japanese and I can't even speak English. Now all the languages are getting lost in my head. I'm gonna try this again. I always avoided backgrounds. And so now when I have to draw them, I have no idea what I'm drawing, so I always have to look up how to do backgrounds and how to do perspective and how to do this and how to do that, and I have to look up a lot. Like there's a lot I don't know how to do because I only ever drew character busts. So it's like I can draw shoulders and heads all day long. I can't draw anything else. So that always slows me down on my process. But once I get to the point where I have enough experience, I have enough experience under my belt to be able to just whip this stuff out of my brain, that's gonna be like the real point in which I can judge my productivity rate. So hopefully that happens within the next 100 days, because it would be cool kind of seeing me level up like in real time. So I'm only gonna do these updates like this every 5 days. So there's this one, and then I'm gonna check in again on the 5th day. My voice just gave out. Check again on the 5th day, and then the 10th day. You get it. When I do these updates, I'll kind of just say what I was doing. So right now I know what I need to do. So to finish page 1, I just need to finish panel 1, the top panel here. I need to finish that. In order to finish that, I need to learn a little more about perspective and figure out how to do this learn this perspective ruler in Clip Studio Paint. And then I need to finish watching this video about landscape fundamentals. And it's actually pretty good. I think if you just put in landscape fundamentals, it'll come up on YouTube. I can't remember who's the guy that makes it, so I'll just put it below. And it's like a 3-hour video. I'm about 45 minutes into it. It's really good. I highly recommend it. So far, that's what I need to do, and I'm really focused on just finishing page 1 because, oh my god, I've never had one page fully done in my comic life making career, and I've never finished a whole cohesive page for like reasons. Like I've did little skits, those don't count. I've never cohesively finished a whole page. So I'm excited. I need to get this page 1 out. That's where we are now. Finishing up page 1, learning perspective, yada yada blah blah. I'll check back in on Thursday, January 7th to let you know where I am at as far as, the next 5 days in the 100 days of making comics journey. So I'll see you on the flip side. Hi, let's try this again. I actually already filmed this video, but it turns out all of the screen capture that I used, I actually can't you. This is the update for 100 days of making comics. It's day 5, January 7th. My brain is going everywhere right now. Okay, let me back it up. Ignore the makeup on my shoulder because I put my shirt on after I did my makeup. I drew, you know, made my progress on the 100 days of making comics. Worked on Beyond the Valley over the last 5 days, and while I was drawing, I was actually using Camtasia to capture the screen. Turns out you can't use the free trial to like export. You can only like use the software. You can't turn it into anything productive unless you buy it. So all of my captured drawing is done. So instead of having an entertaining speed paint, you just get my face again. Hi, it's me. I'm Lotus, in case you didn't know. So I guess I'll just catch you up over the last 5 days. I have my planner and I kind of took notes over what I did over the last 5 days. So day 1, the day that I said that I needed to, I didn't watch the last clip, but I remember mentioning what I needed to do. And I believe, it was to study perspective in landscapes, which I did. I was able to put the like land in perspective. I drew the panel 1. I think I mentioned that it's my character looking out over, you know, all of the land. So I needed to learn how to draw all of the land. Looked at that video. I scribbled some of the background in, and then I worked on Corey and Faye. The Corey and Faye in the foreground, by the way. They're in the picture. And then I hit a wall where I was struggling to draw Corey's legs. And so I worked on that for literally 2 days. I figured I was struggling how to draw legs. And this is exactly what I was talking about when I said that I get slowed down by my productivity rate because I still don't know how to draw a lot of things. So every time I draw something that's new, I have to stop and like research how to look it up and then try drawing it and be like, oh, okay, that's how you do it. So I literally have to do that for everything that isn't heads and shoulders because like that's literally where I am art-wise, art skill-wise. Struggled drawing the legs, eventually figured it out, put in the colors, blah, blah, blah. And then day 3, I did the inks. Inks always take a long time. So I did the ink in the flat for Corey and Faye Win. And then I did more research for, you know, perspective. I think that I should probably figure out how to do this more conveniently. And then that's when I ran into SketchUp. Day 3 turned into a SketchUp tutorial / troubleshoot to figure out how to work it, because it's a pipeline all on its own. It's like you're trading one thing for the other, where if I do this, is it really saving me time because I have to go through this whole process, or should I just do this? Plot twist, it's simpler to use SketchUp. The setup and whatever you have to do every time you use it is going to save you time compared to doing it by hand every single time. I was looking up SketchUp stuff, troubleshooting SketchUp stuff, and then I realized that this was slowing me down. All of this learning of trying to figure out how to finish page 1 and perspective, blah, 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 was slowing me down more than I actually wanted to be slowed down. So I was like, okay, I need to just work on page 2 and then 3 and 4. And the reason why I chose to work up to page 4 is because it will be a nice posting spot. Like story-wise, if I had 4 pages and where page 4 stops, I will feel comfortable showing people like, hey, you can go look at these 4 pages. So 4. Then after I did, you know, decided that I can't be on this standstill, I need to do the other pages, I went on day 4 and revamped the script. So I have the script broken up into sections, and I think I actually do have film for this. So if I do, we're inserting here. So I actually have the script broken up into sections where it's the chapter, and then, is my camera focused? Yes. It's the chapter, and then it's the scene, and each scene within the chapter is 18 pages. That's what I'm shooting for. I just made that number up, but apparently that's actually how manga is broken up. And then when you limit your scenes like that, they help you tell the story more concise, and like better. Look, rambles of an artist. Each scene is broken up into 18 pages, and then 10 scenes is a whole chapter. Math. Somebody do the math. Ding. I finished writing all of scene 1 within chapter 1, and I broke it down into the pages, because when I first write it, I just write what happens in the scene. I don't worry about the pages because my brain can't think of too many things at once. So when I'm thinking just about the script and about the scenes, I just need to focus on just the scene. And then when I go to do my thumbnails, I break it down in my brain of how I want it to flow. And that's what I was doing on day 4 when I revised the script. I had the script already broken down into different portions because I was already working on it. The only thing I needed to do was go in and change what I decided happened, because how the main character moves from where he is to where he's going, I just changed that, like how he gets there. Everything else actually kind of stayed the same. Like after I edited it, it felt perfect that once I got up back to page 10, I didn't need to edit anymore. So everything I switched around actually was like it fit perfect. After I did that, I went ahead and thumbnailed pages 2, 3, and 4. But then while I was thumbnailing page 4, I realized that I had literally used the same layout for pages 2 and 3. Like I low-key wanted to do that because I want them the way they spread when they spread open. I used the whole spread as a flow, but it was kind of backwards. So once I realized that, I stopped working on page 4 for the thumbnail, and then I was just like, you know what, let me just figure out, I need to research like comic flow and page flow, and then look into like more land perspectives, because the first couple of panels are land perspectives. So landscape in perspective, land perspective. I did that, revised the script, did the thumbnails, and today is day 5. I haven't done anything except attempted to shoot this video, attempted to edit it, and realized that I can't use any of the footage. So here I am reshooting this so that everything that I was talking about on the screen that you can't see now, I just explained. So instead of talking about it. So here we are. Now moving forward for today, I want to like break down those pages. So I want to take page 5 and I want to blow it up into an actual real 17 by 11 file and start doing like rough sketches for how page 2 should flow. It's now in my brain that I need to study comic flow, which I actually have tons of books for like comic stuff. A matter of fact, wait here. Oh my god, I have more than I thought I did. Oh no, this is just an actual comic. Sandman. Read it. Highly recommend. Boom. I have perspective. Oh, this is perspective 2. Did you say perspective 1? Yes, perspective 1 and 2. Look at me complaining about perspective. I got these. Boom. Next, inked. This is about comic flow and about values, because values, contrast, composition. Let me not get into that. It would just be the rambles of an artist. Manga, how to draw manga, beyond action manga. This one is actually really good. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. This one's actually really good. I like this one. I recommend this one all the time. Like I thought this one was gonna be the same as this one. I got this one first. I hate how to draw manga books because they all like usually trash. But this one, when I looked through it, back when I was a slave for Amazon, I was shipping it, and every time I see something interesting, I flip through it. I was like, gonna buy it. That one's good. Making Comics by Scott. Dude, Scott who? Scott McCloud, and Understanding Comics. Both of his books. These are both highly like recommended for if you're doing comics. I read through some of it. I see why. Boom. I have all of these Wilsner. I'm not even gonna go through what each of them say, but I have them all. I told you I got a lot of resources. I can go through and figure out this comic flow because I have the stuff. But when I check in on day 10, which will be January 12th, I want to at least have page 2. I think I'm gonna sketch out page 2, 3, and 4, and then I want to have like progress made on page 2, meaning something has color in it. So that's where I want to be at my next check-in. I'm gonna end this video here, and so the next one will be the rest of day 5 up to day 10 will be the next video. Thank you if you stuck around to the end, because I rant. That's what I'm doing these for, because I like to rant about my life, my art, and I'm like, I don't want to force my friends to listen to this. How about I force anyone who signs up for free to listen to this? Ooh, look at this. It's Howl's Moving Castle, and then I was supposed to match it, but the blue didn't come out right. I just wanted to say that because I thought it was cute. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for sticking around. I hope that you continue to join me on this journey of watching me create a webtoon comic. And then I hope you read it. I hope you read it when it's finally out, or if it's already out and you're watching this in the future and that's what made you come watch this. Hi, thank you for reading Beyond the Valley. I appreciate it, I really do. So I'm gonna end this video here for real this time, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.